Hi everyone, this is Lori from My File Addiction. Today I'm going to show you how to resize a design that was made in all SS10 stones and reduce it down to a design that would fit SS6 stones. A couple different ways we can do this. So I'm going to bring in a design here, and I'm going to use my Infinity two-color heart design here. So let's see here. I'm going to zoom out here. Go in and I'm going to change my page size here, make it a little bit bigger. And make that bigger. Okay, so now I have this. Okay, so whenever you bring in a design, it's usually grouped together, so we can right click and hit ungroup. And then the first thing you're going to do is you're going to check the size of your circles. You should make a habit of doing this so you can make sure that your design is sized correctly to the circle sizes or the hole sizes that you're going to cut for your stones that you're going to use. So if you were, if this was an SS10 design, the circles, when you select a circle, it should be 0.13 inches. So this tells me that this design came in at the correct size. So let's see. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to hold down my Alt key, and I'm going to make a copy of this. Okay, so the first way to do this, which is a very simple way, we can select our design, just the design. We don't want to include the box. We go up here and it's telling me it's 0.13 inches. Well, that's actually the size of the circles, not the size of the design. So if we want to change this to SS6 circles and keep the design the same size, we would click on our little lock here, and then we can change one of these dimensions to 0.10, which is the size of an SS6 circle. And as you can see, it made all of the circles smaller, but now there is more space between each stone. So that's kind of the drawback. It's not going to fill in and keep the same tight spacing. It's just going to take all the existing circles that are in the design and just make them smaller. So you could do that for both pieces, and then you would now have a infinity heart at the same size as the SS10 design, but just smaller. You can use smaller stones. Another way of doing it, if you want to keep the same spacing, is you would select both pieces of the design. When you have a two-color design and you want to reduce it down to and change the stone size circles, it's best to change both pieces at one time. So that's equally changing the sizes of both template pieces at the same time, so the design will still fit back together. If you do one at a time, you risk the design being off, and then the pieces will not fit together properly. So you want to resize from the corner, and you're going to drag your corner pieces in here, and we're going to try doing it this size, and we'll select a circle, and it's telling me it's 0.101, which is very close to the 0.10, which is for an SS6 stone. And so I would say that this would be a very good size. You might have to, I just randomly got it correct the first time, but sometimes it's a matter of selecting it a couple times and adjusting your sizing. If say you got close to it, let's say we picked, we got it to about here, and we select a circle and it's 0.106, and say, well, it's close but not close enough. That number's closer to 0.11. You can actually select the pieces in the design, hold down your shift key, just make sure you're selecting just the pieces and not the box, and then you could go up here and you could We're going to make sure our lock key's on again, or lock is on again. And we could go up here and we could type in 0.10, and it will actually resize them from that point on, and now they are 0.10 inches. So it did create a little bit extra spacing because the circles were actually bigger than the 0.10, but it was very close. And actually, I think on this one I forgot to include this circle, so it kind of shifted everything over. But you kind of get the idea of how you can go about this. So I hope this information was helpful.